Let's see. Going live. Seems to work. Q&A is all available. Cool. Looks like this is working. And then there's a YouTube link. Let's see what that does. Alright. YouTube is up. That seems to work. Groovy. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Audio is good. Awesome. Just awesome. Sweet. Everything works absolutely perfectly. Alright. Alright, testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. This is a live video chat for the Teen Titans Project. Since one of my videos, chat with people, things got completely messed up, I'm using a new one. And hopefully this one works. So I'm doing a little test for today because we are going to be doing a makeup test for tomorrow for Beast Boy, and wanted to see if all this was working the way it's supposed to. So let's see. Testing, 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 testing. Awesome. This is really, really cool. For anyone who might come on here, not sure when, put a question down in the questions box, in the Q&A box, so I can see how that works as well. I'm very new to Google Chat, or Google Plus, Hangouts, all that stuff. So if anyone decides to come in here, just type down a question, and I'm going to see how that's going to work. And I guess this is going to be recorded. So also as well, like I said, I am Shelton Perry, the director of the Teen Titans Project. welcome to my room of messiness. It's horrible. But yeah, just testing this out, seeing if it works. Seeing what's going to be happening for tomorrow, as we do our first makeup test for Beast Boy for the Teen Titans project. And then after that, we're going to be putting on his costume, which I actually have right here, which has been made, custom tailored by our amazing costume designer, Trina. We still have to do some revamps to it, but this is the costume that he is going to be wearing and altered, and we're going to be doing a full makeup test of him in green and ears and all that stuff, so we're going to see how it goes. But yeah, like I said, testing this out to see how Google works. Cool. Well, it looks like people are coming in and out. And again, if you have any questions, the Q&A window, which is over here, please take a look-see. Sebastian. Hi there, Sebastian. How you doing, man? Thanks for taking the time to join. Quite appreciate it. Awesome. Question thing works perfectly. Very good, very good. So, for those of you who are joining, or just probably maybe found me randomly on Google, this is what's happening right now. The Teen Titans Project is a live action, the first live action Teen Titans fan film, or film of any kind, and we're actually doing it as a web series. So it will be starring most of the Titans from Tim Drake's version of the Teen Titans. So you're going to be seeing all of them. We just put out episode 1. We're working on episode 2. Like I said, I'm the director of the project, and tomorrow our head writer and our actor, Justin Jones, is going to be doing a full makeup test, being painted green with his face and all that stuff, and the ears and yada yada yada. So it's going to be interesting. So hopefully you guys from the Teen Titans fan page will be there. We're going to be starting at 10 o'clock a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Well, 1. So that's what, about like 1 o'clock p.m. over in the east, or up in the south. So hopefully you can tune in and see what we're doing, and keep asking questions, because we will have a few cast members there to ask questions for. Alright, let's see. Let's see if anyone is on YouTube. No comments yet. Okay, that's cool. Locations. Yeah, this is cool. Not bad. Not bad at all. Let's see if I can reach a few more people, huh? Sorry if this is boring today. It's funny. It's funny. Earlier, the first Teen Titans live action series. There's so many Young Justice live action series now. I know, right? Actually, I haven't seen any of the Young Justice live action stuff that's out there. I didn't even know there was any. I think when I was first looking for it. Okay, so technically, we are and we're not the first live action series. When I did my initial research and I didn't find anything, we were the first. But there was this project or some people that did something for the Teen Titans, and it started out with like Lex Luthor and Superboy, and I think it had the Joker in it or something like that. But they didn't really show all the Titans. They just kind of showed Superboy. But they kind of ended it, and that was it. They didn't do anything else with it. So we are trying to be a constant, because there are a lot of web series that are out right now that people might do 1 or 2 for and then stop because either financial situations happened or they just didn't feel like going through with it. Who knows? But we're definitely trying to keep pushing on with our web series and actually make something that's very, very good. And I do believe that we're accomplishing that. We're just going to keep getting better every time we try. So, yeah, man, we're breaking barriers. We are breaking barriers. So we're first of all, we're the first Teen Titans live-action web series or anything that's been put out. We are the first ever, number one. Number two, we are the first to ever put Starfire on the screen. And I didn't know that until someone mentioned in one of the comments for episode 1 that, oh my gosh, Starfire is actually here. I can't believe it. And I did some research, and she's never been featured in anything live action, even for fan film. So we're the first one to have Starfire in there. Go figure. And people have been asking for this for the longest time, ever since 2006. So we really, really wanted to give someone, we wanted to give you guys the Teen Titans. And it's coming along very, very well. What can I say? Yeah, it was like a Superboy series. It was totally like a Superboy series, Sebastian. But it had Teen Titans. But apparently it was going to feature all the Titans, maybe? I'm not really sure. But that's what it was at one time. And, I never want to speak bad about any type of web series or anything that's done because it's a motive of love for when they do these web series. So, yeah, man, there are definitely some good things with that. There are definitely a few things that they could have tweaked with it as well. But, I think if they would have kept pushing with it, they could have gotten a really, really good response and been able to put in all the Titans and whatnot like we're trying to do. So, yeah, it's really good. Yeah. Sweet. Yeah, this thing really seems to be getting along very, very nicely. You guys, again, there are questions over here. I'm not sure if you guys have found me again through the random Google finding, whatever it is, or if you guys are coming to me through the Facebook fan page of the Teen Titans. But either way it goes, please, since I am here, do ask me some questionos in the comment box over here, and that will also give me a way to test the comment box and see how that works. Again, this is a test for the first ever live-action Teen Titans web series that is out. Our first episode has already been out. We've almost hit 20,000 views in less than about a month and a half or so. So, I mean, sure, it's not, that 1 million ground-breaking views or anything, but we are very, very proud of ourselves for doing that. So, we plan to push on with that, even get more views, the next time we get more episodes, get more fans for our fan page. So it's really just an ongoing thing. Mr. Sebastian, I understand financial problems. I'm going through that with my Young Justice series. That's not cool, huh? Yeah, man, it's financial problems are a huge thing with any web series because there's a lot of stuff that you have to put together. Especially, I mean, I'm fortunate enough to know a lot of the things with production. So I'm able to do camera. I'm able to do editing. I'm able to do different things in post-production. So in that respect, I have a skill set to where, say, if I needed a cameraman, I can do that. If I needed an editor, I can do that. I'm able to. I have a tremendous amount of people that I have met through my life that is behind me on this and is very willing to do the Teen Titans. And all of us are working, even though none of us are getting paid for this because one, we can't make a profit off of this thing, otherwise DC will come in black vans and capture us all, and we don't want that to happen. And two, it's just a labor of love. We're not, like I said, we're not trying to make a profit off of this. We're doing it because we're trying to pay homage to the writers of this series. It's a great series. The Teen Titans are amazing, especially the comic book versions. And just for, again, I'm going to say this again, this web series is not based off of the cartoon version of the Teen Titans, which we all know and love. Not Teen Titans Go, but the 2000 Teen Titans. It's not based off of that cartoon, even though it was fun. But we don't want to do that. It is based solely off of the comic books, which is again starting right when Young Justice was disbanded. So we are going into when Tim Drake was Robin, and those group of Titans were coming together and having their story told. So that's where we're doing it. But anyway, yeah, the crew that we have for that is I'm very fortunate to have them around. But of course, when it comes to the costumes that we're trying to do, some of the locations that we need, gas money to get from place to place, feeding our cast and crew, it can get costly. And that's, one of the things that's stopping us from definitely putting out episodes the way we want to. I had a question the other day, or just a statement saying, hey, you guys are doing a great job, but you should think about doing more episodes, in the sense of doing them a little bit sooner, like an episode a month and this and this. And I totally agree with that. I do believe that we should have, I would love to have, an episode a month or something like that. But again, unfortunately, along with money, it is a thing of getting our people to coordinate with schedules, because all of us have real life jobs, things that are going on. Like a lot of my people that are in there, of course, are in the Hollywood scene, so they're going for auditions and different things like that. So you never really know what's going to be happening. So we just have to adjust when everyone is on the same schedule. I mean, it's hard, but at the same time, it can definitely be done. And we're doing it a little bit faster now, because before, as you guys know, it took like 2 years for it to get the episode out. And that was just because of just things that were coming and going and coming and going. But now that we have a little bit more of a a light at the end of the tunnel, we're able to produce it a little bit more faster. I love that version, especially when Bart took the Kid Flash role. Yeah, freaking awesome. That's my favorite version of the Titans, and I've always loved that Titans. Don't get me wrong, Wolfman stuff was great, absolutely spectacular. The original Teen Titans, literally Nightwing's version of the Titans, I loved it. They had great storylines. They formed and shaped so much of the DC universe and what was going on. So, don't get me wrong. I would love to. I love them, but I've always had a fondness for Tim Drake. He's always my favorite Robin, and I wanted to do something with that Robin. So it was either, should I do a Robin fan film, or should I do a Titans fan film? And of course, I was super ambitious and said, let's do a Titans fan film. And so I was just like, but if we do it, I need to have Tim Drake in it. That's the only way I'll ever do anything. So yeah, Tim Drake, favorite Robin, had to be in there, along with, as you said, Bart, Cassie, Connor, all of them. It's great. So yeah, man, very nice. Yeah. It's funny, I'm chatty sometimes, but now that I'm speaking to 3 people, woohoo! Alright, 3 people. You guys are awesome. Thanks for coming in and joining me in this little test today to see if this works. I think I was up to like 5 or 6 people, so that's good. That's good. Nothing too much is going on. And yeah, again, if you have any questions for me, I am more than happy to answer. I'll be here for a little bit longer, just testing, looking at all the options that I have, recording some stuff. So if any of you guys have questions about me, about the cast, the crew, anything that you'd like to know about the project, again, the Teen Titans project, first episode is out. You can go to our YouTube channel. You can either search for Teen Titans Project or search for the director, Lamar Perry, and you will find episode 1, first live-action Teen Titans. That's on our website, and we plan on doing more episodes as the year passes. So we have a lot of good things that are lined up. I can't tell you everything, but the Nightwing web series looks pretty dope. Oh, dude, the Nightwing web series looks fantastic. I gotta give props to the people who Ishmahawk, I believe is how you pronounce the name, but I gotta give props to the people who produced and did the Nightwing series. Absolutely incredible. Love the outfit. Love how they did the suit. Love the camera. When I saw some behind the scenes, I saw that they did a lot of stuff with the red. And for those of you who don't know what a red camera is, it's the price of a small house. Literally a small house. But it produces insane video. I mean, it's spectacular. So the fact that they were able to get a red and then record a spectacular series just blew my mind away. So I would love to... I won't even say this. I'm not going to say I would love to get on that level, but I think my statement will be we will be on that level as time keeps progressing, because we're doing our thing. And our thing is great and amazing. He's doing their thing. They're doing their thing, and theirs is great and amazing. But I think what we have to remember is we can't compare one web series to another, because then you might get frustrated because you're like, oh, I wish I had that. Oh, I wish I had this. The only thing that you can do is be the best you can be in the thing that you're doing and do it to the best of your ability, which is what they did. Like I said, it was great. Absolutely wonderful, and I can't wait until the first episode comes out. Yeah, and speaking of that, anything with Bat in the Sun, you guys need to watch because Bat in the Sun is spectacular. Superpower Beatdown, awesome. I would love to work with him one day, just to be on set and watch and see what they do. Freaking glorious. But yeah, looking forward to that Nightwing series as well, buddy. Can't wait to see it. Definitely can't wait to see it. Let's see. What else to discuss? Well, I can tell you guys this. Episode 2, if you've seen a lot of our posts, actually, that's the price of a house or a car. Yeah, right. Well, the thing about it is, like, the actual body of a red, and you might know this, I mean, is like some odd $1,000. Like up in the 30s or the 40s. But the thing is, that's not what tears your money. What tears your money is the accessories and the lenses. My God, those lenses are stupidly expensive, but they're so good. You know, buy one lens and you need to like take out 3 loans. It's disgusting. But at the same time, I understand why they cost so much. I've used a red once. And by used a red, I mean I looked at it and breathed on it and maybe touched a button. But I saw the quality of the video because I had to edit with the footage of a red. And it just blows my mind. It absolutely blows my mind. So, I understand why they're expensive. On the flip side, though, you can still get really good footage with just a regular DSLR camera if you get some inexpensive cinema lenses, which is what we're using for the new series for episode 2. And like I said, speaking of episode 2, we do have some film dates. We've already started filming some of it, and then we're going to start filming the rest of it in October. So, depending on how things go, we should have episode 2 ready by the end of the year. Now, the reason I say that, by the way, thanks for showing me City by Storm on the BTS. I love that bit. Dude, no problem, man. I didn't know you were a City by Storm fan. I actually know the leader of City by Storm, the guitarist. And I wanted to make sure that it was okay, so I emailed him, or I IM'd him. I was like, hey, man, do you mind if I use one of your City by Storm musics for the Teen Titans? He's like, yeah, sure, dude. He's like, you can use whatever you need. And so I actually might be putting some more of their stuff in whenever we do behind the scenes or anything like that. Or if we put out a soundtrack, I may have music inspired by. But I need to talk to him before anything is set in stone. But he was more than happy to let us use one of the songs by their band. And, you know, he's a really great guy. So I really thank him for allowing me to use that music. But I will tell him that he has a City by Storm fan that was talking to me tonight. I'm sure he would be stoked to hear that you love his music, him and his band's music. So yeah, very, very nice. Um, yeah, don't be shy, viewers. Don't be shy. I am an open book about the project and about anything else that you would like to ask me. Oh, 5 viewers. Good job. Oh, sweet. I am actually seeing some stuff on YouTube. So see, this is the thing. I gotta go back and forth between Google Plus and YouTube. Literally, YouTube is over here, and Google Plus is over here. So I gotta go back and forth. So Flash Streak, good job on the first episode of Teen Titans. Thank you, Mr. Flash Streak. I appreciate that, buddy. I'm glad that you guys were, you liked it. You know, it's always something when you put your work out on the internet, and I'm sure I've talked about this plenty of times in videos and whatnot, but it's the truth. The internet is a mean body of people, and you can be trolled at any moment, and it can hurt your feelings. It can get you right here, right in the heart. But we knew that when we were getting into it, and so we just did it. You know, we did to the best of our abilities, and we are so happy, very, very excited that you guys were able to watch it, you know, calmly critique it, you know, and actually give constructive criticism, and still like the product as a whole. And that was the most important thing to us. So we're absolutely stoked you guys liked it, and if you like that one, we're definitely going to be giving you more, bigger, better, more explosions. I don't know. But it's definitely going to be, we're going to keep upping our game every episode. Let's see, Mr. Sebastian. It's really great to have friends with bands. I have some friends that are helping me with the soundtrack for my Young Justice version. That's really cool, man. That's really cool. And you know what? I would say this just in terms of asking for advice. I have a really good friend of mine. His name is Colin Bass, and he is doing a Young Justice web series. It's called Young Justice Abduction. If you guys haven't seen it, if you're into Young Justice and whatnot, go over to it. Take a look at Young Justice Abduction. He has a really good concept, and I do believe he's going in the right direction. But if you need some advice at all on how to go about doing Young Justice, you know, give him and his people an email, and I'm sure they'd be more than happy to, you know, answer your questions about what they did to go about it and whatnot, and that might help you on your way for your project to do your Young Justice series. So yeah, but yeah, it's always nice to have original music for your stuff. I know there's a lot of websites that are out there that have stock music, you know, just the music you can use for free. I mean, it's great and all. You can use it, but at the same time, it doesn't feel customized to your project, you know? So if you can find anyone that can actually do awesome music for your project, you're already like 5 or 6 steps above some of the other people who just put in stock music. Don't get me wrong. If all you have is stock music, use it. And just make sure you edit it right to go with whatever that you have, because stock music out there is freaking awesome. I mean, they have some really good stock music. I'm just saying, sometimes customization can give you a little bit more of an edge. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Speaking of music, words up to my music composer, Mr. Omir. He's been doing all the soundtracks for the Teen Titans Project. He is amazing. Absolutely amazing. So, thank you, Omir. Owe you a lot, buddy. I saw it. It's really cool. YJ Justin. Yeah, man. That is the one. And they should actually be coming out with some more episodes pretty soon. They got some new equipment. They got some new cast and crew and whatnot. So they're going to be coming out with something even better, you know, than what they came out with before. So keep your eyes peeled for that. You're going to like what you see. You're going to like it. Let's see what else we got here. Gotta reload every time on this YouTube. Where's the chat for this live stream? Okay, so Hard Knock Life 94. Hey, is this web series based on a certain comic book storyline? Mr. Carlos, greetings, sir. And to answer your question, yes, it is. So what we're doing is we're taking this right after graduation day. So, of course, you know that the Teen Titans story is like, when you read the books, they're really short, but of course, when you put them inside, you can put that shortness inside of a movie and make it, an hour or whatever long, because there's so much that you can look into for that storyline. So what we're doing is the storyline based on when Jericho was possessing the body of Deathstroke. Like, that is our storyline right there. And if you are into graphic novels, it's called Teen Titans, A Kid's Game. So that's where it starts. So, like I said, technically it starts right after the end of graduation day and begins right at A Kid's Game. And that's what we're doing. Now, the thing that we're trying to do with it is we're not taking everything word for word out of the comic book. I mean, that would just be ridiculously boring. What we're trying to do, and what my college has always said, is we're using our artistic license. So the events somewhat stay the same. We're not pulling a Spider-Man 3, where everything is just so obscure and off target that you're wondering what the heck happened. We're still keeping it at its core. But like I've said before, instead of Deathstroke going left then right to get to the Titans Tower, we may have him go straight then left to get to the Titans Tower. But the objective is still going to be the same. So that's how we're doing it, and it gives us a little bit, an opportunity to explore the characters and kind of make our own world for the Teen Titans. That's the real thing that we're trying to do. And again, like I say, play homage to the series and what they've done by still doing something fun and unique, if that answers your question. And Hard Knock Live 94, the live stream for this is, if you go back to our fan page, there's 2 links. And it's weird how these two work together or don't work together. With YouTube, you can only view and then comment. So I would have to keep refreshing to see your comments. But then the other link that I posted strictly goes to Google Hangouts or Google+. And from there, you can actually ask me questions live as I'm talking. So Hard Knock Life 94, I hope that answers your question. If not, then I will go back to our Facebook and reshare the link again, and hopefully you'll be able to get in and see the live chat. So, hey, look, we're up to 5 viewers. All right. I'm not that boring after all, guys. But again, thank you guys for coming and doing this little test with us. Tomorrow, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 10, 11, 12, 1, so it'll be 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be doing a makeup test for Beast Boy. Justin Jones, Hard Knock Life was like, oh, dude, what's up, Carlos? All right, man. So I did answer your question. But yeah, we will be doing a live-action makeup test for Beast Boy. So you guys definitely tune in for that. Justin Jones, funny guy, hilarious person. We actually did a recording session of when he was just trying on the outfit. And again, this is the outfit for Beast Boy, if you can see it. We're keeping with the black and purple theme, and apologies for the webcam being how it is, because it's a webcam. It's ridiculous. But someone said as they were watching him talk that I was not sure before about how Beast Boy would be, but now that I've seen him, I know for a fact that he is Beast Boy. And he really is. He is humorous, has a serious moments, like I said, great actor, great friend, great writer. He's actually been the one who's been really writing the meat of the series. So he's been taking the vision that I had, writing it down, and we would go back all the time and just correct things here and there and do whatnot until we got a solid storyline. So tune in tomorrow. You'll definitely enjoy yourselves. Ask him a lot of questions because he loves questions. He loves questions. And then you will see the process of the Beast Boy makeup test. Ooh. It'll be quite spectacular. Spectacular indeed. So yeah. Very, very cool. Let's go check the Teen Titans stuff over here. Okay. Alright, cool. Excellent, excellent. This seems to be working out really, really nicely. I'm liking this. I'm liking Google. Good job, Google. You've done a lot of things, but this is your best stuff so far. Good job. Excellent job. Let's see if we have any more questions over in here. Okay, so Shadow Knight, that lag. I know, Shadow Knight, whoever you are, I am sorry. Unfortunately, though we have sophisticated camera equipment at our disposal, we do not have sophisticated internet for me to communicate with you at lightning speed. So apologies for the lag. I apologize. Hopefully tomorrow we'll be at a place that does not have this problem. And then we have another one. MPhase 5. I don't want to pronounce the first one because I know I will just butcher it and it will be ridiculous and you will get angry at me and then you will stop watching the Teen Titans. But your question was, could you use Hotshot and try to do the Judas contract? Ooh. You know what? Before I answer that question, Carlos, the Robin outfit was really awesome, by the way. Thank you, sir. We are actually changing up the Robin outfit just a tad bit. You guys are going to love the redesign. It's really, really awesome. We didn't want to keep it with the armored look because it was a little too heavy. So we're redoing it. But, Mr. Face, Mr. Interface, Judas contract. So the answer to that is maybe. The reason we didn't, or I didn't do the Judas contract is because a couple of years ago, maybe 2 or 3 years ago, when DC was really putting out a lot of their animated films, they had the Judas contract announced for the Teen Titans. So we didn't want to mess with it because we didn't know exactly what they were going to do with the animated version of the Judas contract movie. But for some reason, they put it on hold, or they just stopped. I'm not sure. But as of right now, we probably won't do the Judas contract, even though it is a ridiculously amazing storyline. One of the best storylines in Teen Titans. It's like the storyline. Because for now, we still want to stick to the script and the series that we're doing. It's a lot of work as is. So to do the Judas contract and to do it properly, we would really have to say, okay, let's, hold on this particular part of the series for a little bit and focus on the Judas contract. And we want to give momentum for the Titan series that we're doing and just keep going with it. So, yeah, we would like to. It'd be fun to do, I think. It'd be really fun to do. But we'll see what the future holds. We'll see. It could even be a flashback in one of our things. We'll see what happens. Let's see. So Shadow Knight, I'm 279p from the live stream when I ask about Terra. Hi again. Hi. Awesome. Cool. Alright, so 279p. Whenever you decide to make an appearance, I'll remember it's you. I'll remember it's you. And again, like I said, over here. You can ask me the questions. There's all over here. And I will respond to them in kind. It's amazing. Well, I'm getting... I love how I'm getting notifications that my own live stream is now being streamed. It's letting me know, like, hey, just in case you didn't know, your live stream is streaming. Thank you, Google. You just lost some points, but whatever. Whatever. Let's take a look, Let's see what else we got. Ooh, 8 viewers. We are moving on up in the world, aren't we? Moving on up. So let me ask you guys a question, and then you can comment, response, whatever it is that you guys do. What other Titan would you want to see either in the series or if we did like a mini standalone? Now, I'm not saying this is going to happen because there is lots we have to do, but in theory, if there was another Titan to come about, who would you like to see? And you may answer that inside of YouTube or comment here. That's right, I'm looking at my comments right here. Right here. But, yeah. Yeah, man. Let's see what else we got, huh? Let's see what else we got over here. Okay, so Mr. Interface 5 just said to me, so could you please explain the tone of these stories? Are they more of a dark espionage serious stories with light comedy or what? That, sir, is a very, very good question. So, I'm going to have to say, I guess I would take it as the dark espionage. You know, if you could go that route. Now, I'm not saying that we're going Dark Knight Returns, but at the same time, we're not going Teen Titans Go. We definitely want it to be more serious. Our comic relief, as you know, will of course probably be Beast Boy, because you always need a little bit of comic relief. But we wanted to make it serious because in the comic books, it's crazy real life situations that happen. Well, real life for comic book characters. You know, they go through so much. I mean, if you think of the history of the Titans, so many people have died. You know, they go through so much. I mean, one of their own team members turned on them and beat them to a bloody pulp. Parents have died. Justice League members were. There's so many things that are happening. I wanted to get the real and fullness of that. So yeah, it will be more of a serious adult tone to it. Somebody told me like, oh, well, this isn't child friendly, and I don't know if I want to watch this because the Titans are child friendly. So, oh well. Yes, the TV show is child friendly, but the comic books are not. To the respect of, like I said, stuff happens. People get stabbed, people get shot, people get sucked up by cosmic radiation inside of space, whatever it is that happens. Like, it's real. And we want to show them not only as superheroes, but actual human beings. You know, teenage human beings that have so much to juggle on their plates. So yeah, Interface 5, that will be more of the tone for what we're going to be doing for that, if that answers your question. Let's see, Cyborg. Okay, so Flash Streak said Cyborg, and Aqualad said Garth. So I will let you in on a little itty bitty secret. You may, for, let me see, Flash Streak? Yeah. Flash Streak, you might get your wish. We may see a little something something of Cyborg in there, maybe a little cameo of sorts. But he will appear at some point in the storyline. Can't tell you where, can't tell you how, because that would just ruin everything. But he will make an appearance, and so yeah, Cyborg will be in there. And Aqualad, Garth. Ooh, yeah, that's definitely a good one. That would be somebody I would love to see in there as well. So that might be fun. It might be weird trying to do visual effects for Water and Aqualad, but he would be a fun character to definitely do and put in there. Let's see what else we got. Ooh, so yeah, Mr. Interface 5. Artemis or Red Arrow? Ooh, yeah. Yeah, that's freaking, that would be amazing. I would love to see Red Arrow. So, look at this. Got another question. Garth done. So, let's see. Would you also be adding Young Justice characters to the series? Artemis, Miss Martian, Aqualad, etc. So, Mr. Rocks, again, thank you for joining us. To answer your question, in the words of my awesome writer and myself, the sky is the limit. I will say this for certain, that we don't have any immediate plans to put in, those people, really the main members of Young Justice that are in there, that are making the transition, is Wonder Girl, Tim Drake Robin, and Superboy. Those are really the main people that are coming in. But could there be in the future a Miss Martian or Aqualad? We're definitely not closing our minds to it, because the universe is so vast. There could be a cameo or appearance by anyone. But like I said, at this juncture, just in this particular phase of where we are, we probably won't be putting them in at the moment. But as I said, the sky is the limit, and you never know what could happen in the future. So yeah, you answer your question. Mr. Carlos. Whoever did the music is really talented. That Superboy theme was dope. Omar Benzev. I never get his last name right. Benzev. But he is the one who did our music. I have to say, I don't know who you believe in. I don't know what God you worship, what deity, whatever. But it was no accident that I found this man. A friend of mine was doing another web series, and I heard the trailer music for that web series. I was like, dude, that is amazing. Who did this? And he's like, oh, I don't know. Let me get you in contact with the director. And so I got in contact with the director. His name is Victor. And he told me the guy who did his stuff. And I was like, oh, man, he must cost like an arm and a leg. I don't know if I'll be able to get him, but his music is so amazing. So I gave him a call, told him what I was doing for the project, and was on board. And said he'd always wanted to do a superhero project, and that was one of the things that he wanted to do. So he's amazingly talented. I keep telling him all the time, like, dude, you need to be in motion pictures and start doing this. But the industry is hard sometimes, so you got to work your butt off in order to get to certain places before you do that. But you're right, he is super, super talented. At some point, we are probably going to put out the music that he did for the series, for all of our theme songs. We're still getting stuff together, but and you'll be able to listen to all of it. But Omir is amazing. If by any chance down the road you see this man, or I'm going to see you soon anyway, I'm going to give you a hug and just thank you, man. Without your talents to this project, it would not be the same, because music adds so much to it, and you have done an excellent job putting it together. So thank you, Omir, and thank you, Carlos, for recognizing the talent that our amazing music composer has, because he's awesome, absolutely awesome. Yeah. let's see. I gotta refresh. Man, see, they need to fix this with YouTube. And, because every time I try and find a question over here, I have to refresh all the time for YouTube. All the time. So let's see if we have any more questions. Okay, so I got 2 questions. Actually, I have a few questions. It's pretty awesome. So, Rachel, Miss Rachel, hi Rachel. So let's, the question that everyone asked me, asked the cast and crew, will Raven make an appearance? So I'm going to answer this. If you guys have watched episode 1, if you haven't, please take a look at it. You will see that in the flashback with Dick Grayson, you see Raven. We see that it's Raven. And the one thing that we can say is that, you know, in this part of the series, Raven has died. In some form of death. Raven is not here. And of course, she is communicating, or trying to communicate, with Dick Grayson through dreams. So we can say that she will be communicating with other Titans as the series continues. So yes, you will be getting some glimpses of Raven. It'll be just a little bit, but it'll be enough to where you get the feel that, you know, something is about to happen. Because for people who know, when Raven enters the scene in any comic book, you know something is about to go down. Like, they look at her and just say, "Ah, crap, what demon is about to, like, tear up the earth now?" He's like, "Oh, how'd you know?" So yes, Miss Rachel, you will be seeing a bit of Raven. Our amazing actress is going to be playing her, Deanna Lamb. She's awesome. She makes an excellent Raven. And she is a comic book geek just like all of us, so she definitely knows the character in depth. So I know that she's going to stay true to that character. So it'll be great. It'll be amazing. Shadow Knight. Robin's one all for future Batman messes up and tosses her away. Wait, let me read that again. All future ones Batman messes up and tosses their way. I'm guessing you're talking about the future Batman, where he becomes Batman, but then later on down the line, that future Batman comes back, and Tim Drake Robin changes everything, and other things happen. So I'm guessing that's what you're talking about. Mr. Interface, you have a question. Could the combat be more of like a hand-to-hand combat with a sprinkle of high-flying action? So, to answer that question, yes, we would love for it to be that. There's 2 things are going to be happening. Well, at least one thing in particular. We are going to be having a fight coordinator. So there will definitely be some hand-to-hand action. As far as the high flying, we're going to have to see what we can do with that. Because, of course, again, we are a low-budget, no-budget web series. More emphasis on the no budget. So we will definitely have to find ways to, you know, do different things with the action. But you are right. It's a superhero film, so there definitely has to be some action. And there is definitely going to be some hand-to-hand action in there, because if there wasn't, it definitely wouldn't be a superhero film. So expect that. We'll see what we can do with the high-flying part. We're a very creative team, so I'm sure we'll come up with something. Let's see. So anyway, guys, like I said, log on to the Google Plus link, and if you can, ask me the questionos over here, because it's a little bit easier to respond to and such. So yeah, let's see what we got here so far. Raven did that. If you have Speedy, will you show the drug addict plot? So. The drug addict plot was done way back, like I think before the first Crisis. So that's it's taking it back a little bit. I haven't read up too much on Speedy in the pre-52 storylines, so I'm not sure if they touched on his drug addiction problem on there. So don't know. But again, like I said, at this juncture, we probably wouldn't have Speedy in this. And if we did, Speedy would actually be Arsenal. And the Speedy that would be in this Titans is a girl. I forgot her name at the moment, but this Speedy is a girl already. So if we did introduce it, she would be a girl. And if the original Speedy that you're talking about came in, he would already be Arsenal. So he would be as Arsenal. So we probably wouldn't introduce the drug addiction problem that was introduced in the earlier versions of the comics. So yeah. Let's see. What else we got? What else do we have? Reload so much, man. Always have to reload. Google, fix this. If you bought out YouTube, man, and I have to reload every time I have to look for comments, that's just being lazy. That's being very, very lazy. Let me see. Will we see interactions between the Titans and the Justice League? Maybe. So let's put it this way. If you've seen the Young Justice cartoon, you know that the Justice League is always there. You know, they have interactions and Batman gets missions and stuff like this. With this one, we're not going to focus too much on the League. We want to focus a lot just on the Titans. The only interactions that have been League-wise so far, again, in Episode 1 with Batman and with Superman. So we're not saying that a League member may not make a... Again, I go back to the question with would you put any of these other Titans or Young Justice members inside of the series. I'm not saying that we wouldn't have a brief cameo by a League member, but they're not going to be a huge factor. I mean, if we're looking at a percentage, you're going to have Titans 99% and the League like 1%, if that. So you might see some things here and there, but it's really focused on the Titans, what they can do, and the new generation of heroes, because you know, we don't want things to happen where it's like, oh no, we're getting our butts beat, here comes the League, or oh snap, I can't figure this out, the League is here to help us. You know, that kind of puts in the respect of like young people or children can't do anything on their own, you know, without adult supervision. So we really want to make it focused on them. The only adult members that will be there, adult or senior members, again, will probably be Beast Boy, Starfire, and then, you know, the appearance by Cyborg at some time when he comes into the series. So, yeah. Let's see. Also, let me take a moment to thank you guys. I've said this before, I'll say it again. If it wasn't for the fans, this series would not be what it is. So I really thank you guys for, again, tuning in, you know, doing comments, just being involved with us. And what we're going to try and do as everything keeps progressing is we're going to be much more involved with you. I want to do more interviews like this with cast members, even give you guys a sneak behind, you know, a sneak peek when we're on set or something like that, you know, just showing you some of the stuff. So yeah, thank you guys for being true loyal Titans fans, and I expect us to just keep growing as the year passes. So thank you so much, I appreciate it. So we got 2 questions. Let me answer. So Mr. Interface 5, I'm going to answer yours in 1 second, and then I'm going to answer this one first. Will you guys be basing some stuff on New 52, or are you just basing off the old comics, or will you be doing your own creative stuff? So we're basing it off the old comics with our own creative stuff. The New 52 storyline is just so... It's so not organized right now, especially in the form of the Titans. They are a ragtag team of teenagers that really aren't formed yet. I mean, they're a team, but, you know, this version of the Titans has history behind it. And we're able to link that history together. You know, we're able to bring in other people that, you know, because, for instance, I think they said that Dick Grayson in the New 52 was never actually a part of the Teen Titans. Like, it was never formed. Like, Tim Drake was the one who started the Titans. So, you know, we can't really, if we did something with the Titans and, for instance, Tim Drake Robin was fighting, you know, we couldn't bring in Nightwing as that person who formed the Titans because, according to New 52, that never really happened. So we want to try and stick with this history, you know, pre-52 stuff. And that way everything is able to make sense instead of us saying, oh, hey, maybe they can do this and this and this because, remember, he was a part of this group and this group. And if we did in the New 52, it would be, oh, wait, but they changed that whole history, and that never happened, so we can't do it. So, meh. So, yeah, pre-52 only, pre-52 stuff with our own creative spin. And yes, the New 52 Teen Titans make me cringe as well. Although they are making, which is weird, because if you guys have seen the New 52, you know that they stopped producing the Teen Titans. I don't know, they're lost in time or something or whatever. But now they're making it again. And so, like, Superboy is dead, and which hurts me, because I really love Superboy. Not that one. That guy is... I don't know what's wrong with that guy. Him and his Tron outfit that's on. But they killed Superboy, so he doesn't even exist. And this version... I don't know, dude. The Titans are all messed up. But, yeah, I don't really like the New 52 Titans. Though I do like the Red Robin outfit, except for the cape wings thing. Like, everything about that outfit was nice. It had a nice combination of Robin's outfit after Superboy died and his Red Robin outfit. And they combined it together to make that. So, like, the outfit as a whole, I like it. I just don't like that stupid cape. Because, you know, as Robin, you're supposed to have something that's flowy. You know, that thing just looks like stupid metal wings, and I'm not okay with that. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah. That's just silly. So, okay, so, Mr. Interface. If you guys do use Hotspot, could he have the lighters on the glove kind of like Pyro in the X-Men films? You know, I don't see why not. The only thing about Hotspot, the difference between Hotspot and Pyro, is that even in the original comic books, you know, Pyro's stuff was based off of, you know, things and lighters that he had on him. Like you said before, he couldn't really create the flame, just manipulate it. With Hotspot, however, his whole body is fire. So if we did it, we would want to try and stay true to his powers and not deviate it too much. But that is a good idea. You never know what could happen with that. But if we did Hotspot and if we did it the proper way, we would probably want to do it where it's, you know, computer generated and whatnot and that stuff. So, yeah. Let's see what else you guys got for me. This is a very productive day. Very productive. Characters. Cool. Okay. everyone seems to be almost done with questions, and I might be done a bit. So actually, I am going to wrap this up. So thank you guys for tuning in and listening. This is a great test. Seems that everything worked perfectly. So again, tune in tomorrow, 10 a.m., 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and 10 a.m. Pacific. And we're going to do the makeup tests with Beast Boy. You're going to love it. It's going to be great. So, as I've always said, say it loud with me. Say it proud with me. Titans together. Titans forever. See you guys later.